Show.
What is it, Charlie?
Got a show in a minute.
Oh my God! I forgot all about it. Come on!
Hundreds of years ago, when man walked the planet, he had no real means of communication. In time, man developed a phenomenon which has never been fully understood by the psychic community. This phenomenon is Clinton Baptiste.
Oh, yeah, right. Nice. Thanks, Charlie. Get back and stand. Oh my goodness, mate. Now look, before we go any further, I just wanted to show this. I've recently sent off of these my psychic mystical balls from Mauritius, and I got to tell you, spirit's very, very strong tonight. They are positively throbbing. Look, one's lower than the other. That's perfectly natural. Don't worry about it. Perfectly natural. Namaste. Shalimar, Shack Attack, Shakademus to you, and Pliers. Let's not forget Pliers. How are you doing out there? Are you all set for Valentine's Day? Yeah? This is going to be a romantic special, this one. I got to tell you, I've been getting very, very ready for Valentine's Day. Made it all romantic in my house. I've ordered one of them Asda 3 courses, 15 quid meal deal. I'm going to have rose petals spread all over, the downstairs of my house. By 8 o'clock, I'm going to be on the couch with an officer and a gentleman. In fact, any of those would be nice. Oh, cheeky. Shut up. All right, all you PC lot out there. So cancel me. Go on, fucking see if I care. Go and report me. Scurry away. Grasp me up to Lily Allen and fucking Gary Lineker. Anyway. This is the truth. I've actually got a lady coming over for Valentine's. I fancy her rotten. And I spoke to Cupid, the god of love, and I've contacted him, and I'm feeling so horny for this lady. I'm desperate for it to be reciprocated. Anyway, Cupid's gone to me. He's gone, I shall take my love arrow and gently ping the fair maiden, so perchance the tip lightly pierces her skin, and subtle feelings of love blossom. I've gone lightly pierce her skin, subtle feelings. I said, don't fuck about, Cupid. I said, get the shotgun of love and blast her right in the face. Which is funny enough what I plan to do a few minutes after that. And all over her tits and that. Anyway, I've consulted the great Lotharios, that Omar Sharif. He's advised me on the bedroom layout. That was very rude, wasn't it? Almost a bit like Take Me Out. I can say, do. Stick with it. It's all right. I've consulted Omar Sharif about the bedroom layout, and he's gone, get yourself a leopard skin rug, drape the bed with mink fur. I took his advice, to be honest. I have scrimped a little bit on the fur. I've got some cat skins. They are furry. On the plus side, I got a discount because they're from that Wuhan place. And apparently there is a 40% chance they have got the virus, but it's okay because I like my women to wear masks in bed anyway. Preferably one of them ball gags. Don't know how, safe they are for the virus, but they do the trick. Anyway, cause now I am a certain age. All right, I'll admit it. So next to my bed, I'm going to have lined up Viagra, some oysters. Got one stuck in my neck the other day. I got a stiff neck. Don't matter about that. And I got a herbal remedy. A herbal remedy of ground up tiger bones to keep you erect. I've got a tiny splint I've cut out from a Pringles tube, and I'm going to play a video on a loop of Linda Lusardi in some beige slacks from a 1990s episode of Paul Daniels' Wipeout. And trust me, that will be magic. So, what have I been up to all week? Well, with the hint of spring, I know it's frosty, but there's a hint of spring pushing through. I've been planning what to do when lockdown finishes And as a result, I've been in touch with with the legendary clairvoyant, medium psychic, and boss-eyed spoon-bending weirdo, Uri Geller. Famously, he's working in top secret with the CIA, where, God knows, presumably he's sent to frustrate a number of rogue states by bending their cutlery. Christ knows. But this summer, Geller will be on tour around the country, and I figured Uri might need a support act in the shape of me. So I wanted to ask him. Fascinating conversation. Stay tuned for that. Of course, as usual, with me tonight, you there, my engineer, Charlie. He's a technological whiz, Charlie. Yeah, he's up in the house, just pushing the button, pulling the levers. Stop me if I'm getting too medical about Charlie, but how can I put it? He's a bit touched in the head. You know what I mean? He's a bit Rayman. His nut ain't quite right. You know what I mean? But how to explain? He's an odd lad, a big fan of the old science fiction. He's what you call a nerd. Very binary. If you get me, it lives with his mum. Computer games and all that. There's a clinical term for what Charlie is. A virgin. That's it. He never had it off, not once. 41 fucking years old. Oh my madness. Anyway, but he's always making up for it on his own, if you know what I mean. Dirty. Anyway, he's up there now in the main house, dressed in his fucking Game of Thrones gear, and he's good with the technicals, but as I say, he's worth bearing with. So if you get through to him, be nice to him. For anyone joining us for the first time tonight who's still watching, you're in for a treat. As I say, my balls are saying, they've gone down, they've gone very, very warm, my balls. They're saying spirits are very strong tonight. Now, for the uninitiated, this show, what can I say? It's where I oust spirits that are caught unable to pass over, sort of thing. A sort of, how can I put it? It's a sort of spiritual U-bend, if you like. And it's very much my job. I'm the sort of spiritual wire coat hanger sent in to break them up and force them through to the other side. Coming up, can we have the menu, Charlie? What have we got, Charlie? We got, Charlie, leave yourself alone. Put it up. That's it. Nice. We've got your psychic readings. We'll be receiving texts from dead celebrities from beyond the celestial curtain. We'll be chatting to a well-known VIP live in heaven. We'll be looking at your ghostly videos and photos. And someone's in for a big surprise as we go live to heaven to meet one of your dead racist relatives in our Wacky Racist feature. Plus, our special guest tonight is none other, yeah, this is true for all your wrestling fans, WWE superstar William Regal, who will be joined by our very own beast from the East Kilbride, Ramon there, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Ramon, no stranger to the wrestling world. That was him in 1997, and where he often succumbed to the odd Boston Crab in the ring. Poor sod. Anyway, as I said, we've got our Wacky Racist, something to look forward to anyone who wanted to exercise a little Reese Moggs. But this show isn't all about world-famous wrestling stars and reactionary scum. No, it's also for the little insignificant people like you lot watching at home. So join in your funny little houses. Click on the link that Charlie is putting into the chat room. If you see the link, click on it, right? And take part in our spiritual readings tonight. Since it's Valentine's, bear with me, we do particularly want to encourage couples, right? Any couples, we want you to join because it's a time of love. So I want you to join in. So click on the link. Now, if you do get through, we will be having my tarot card top trumps, where I will be taking readings from this mystical pack. Simply, all I'm saying to you is, if tarot cards don't have to be all, what you're used to tarot cards looking like. If you're worth your salt, and I am, you can do tarot cards with any cards. I'm using top trumps British bellends for this week. Let's see if you want to come through. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go straight away to a live reading. Charlie, is that him? Yeah, we got it. It is. Oh, goodness me. It's our old friend. For anyone regular listeners, watchers, it's the Scot who lives in Holland. It's Victor. How you can come again, can't he? Victor, how's it going out? Never mind with the V's. It's all right. None taken. Listen, don't build your part up. Now, Victor, you're Scottish. Funny chap, isn't he? Mad, not right in the head. But the thing is, what you really is, Victor, you're a Scottish fella. Come on, we've got lots to get through. You're a Scottish fella, Victor. Yes, that's right. Zip it, thank you. Zip it, and the same for you, Charlie. Zip it, for fuck's sake. Try and concentrate what you're supposed to be doing. Right, zip up. Now, let's get on with it. Victor, tell me this. You're a Scottish fella in Holland. How does that work? How does the clash of cultures, what, you like prostitutes, but you don't like paying for them? Is it that sort of? And Charlie, you want to get in touch with Victor? Get his address. Pop your cherry over there. He can sort you out. I feel sorry for him, Victor. Leave yourself alone, Charlie. No, honestly, this is the thing with Charlie. Honestly, you take your eye off him for 5 minutes, he's flinging his muck all over the place. His hands are covered in warts. His bedroom looks like the final scene in Bugsy Malone, that fella, I tell you. Now, Victor here, out where the fucking buses don't run into. Now, listen, what I want to say is, and Charlie, can you concentrate? Leave yourself alone. This is the problem with him, Victor. His mum walked in after she gave him socks for Christmas. She didn't realise he'd be using them for that. Jesus. Now. Oh, Christ. Will you come on my tour and just turn up to every venue? Now, what we're going to do, Victor, we're going to do your tarot reading for British bellends, right? Great British bellends. Just at random, I'm picking one now. What have we... Hold on, what have we got here? Oh, here it is. Are you anything... This is the reading, the sacred reading. Are you anything like this fella, Victor? Yeah, Lord Alan Sugar. Do you go everywhere by helicopter, by any chance? Does that ring any bells? Is that anything like you? No. Have you ever grafted a fax machine onto a lawnmower and inexplicably shifted 200 pounds on the fuckers? Victor, do you think that your sausage selling competition in Covent Garden will ever replace the traditional job interview? That's what I'm asking. It's very much you, Victor. What you been doing, Vic, anyway? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Sorry, I let you get a word in. Cut him off. No, yeah, right. No. See you later. Go on. Jesus Christ. What a start. It wasn't that funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's nice to see him, isn't it? I can't get my bell ends back in the box. Right. Compose. Oh, goodness me. Hold on. Charlie, don't forget. Go any further. Hold on, my mic my mic's unmuted. What, can you hear me? Can you hear me, everyone? Okay. Charlie, what I want to say is this. Can you make sure that everybody hashtag Clinton Baptiste? Can everyone hear me? Someone confirm you can hear me. Hashtag Clinton Baptiste. And don't forget, we do want couples. Do you know last time we did this? We got to number 9. Hashtag in the trending in Twitter. Number 9, Clinton Baptiste. Who'd believe it? Slow night. But listen, the other thing is, don't forget, we do want couples. We do want couples, and get your Q&As ready for later. But what's that buzzing? What is that buzzing, Charlie? It's not those love eggs you stick up your bottom, is it? Charlie, what's buzzing? It's time once again for my SMSs from my mates beyond the pearly gate. And Charlie, who have we got sending a text, an SMS tonight? What have we got? Oh, bloody hell. It's Princess Margaret again. It's our old friend. Don't you sit on my bench, and that's my tenant super. You want to deal with me? You sit on my bench again, I will tear your fucking head off. Don't come any closer. I know karate, and I've just shat myself. That's right. Everyone's favourite royal soak, Princess Margaret. They'd love to hear from you. Oh, and then she's added, yeah, she's Fucking lost it again, poor cow. Well, we will, thank you, Margaret. We will bear that in mind, Your Majesty, that wonderful advice. Don't cross her. Don't cross. She's like an old-fashioned, fairground pugilist. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's Margaret for you. This is a cracker coming through now. Lovely. It's everybody's favourite amber gambler. It's George Michaels. What's George saying? Can we see his text from beyond the slit? Oh, he says it's all. This is lovely. George Michaels is saying it's all very nice up here, but one thing I don't like about heaven is you can have sex with a stranger wherever and whenever you want. It's the most tolerant place you've ever been in, almost too tolerant. You can do it any time. I mean, I'm bumming someone right now. There's no danger. Thing is, right, I became addicted to the thrill. Can't meet in the bogs no more. What would be the point? Shame, because it was the frisson, you see. And if there's one thing Georgie Michaels likes, it's frisson. I like it when I was alive, and I fucking like it now I'm dead. Anyone who really knew me in the mortal realm will tell you. Ridgely, Pepsi, Shirley, Jay Blige. From an erotic point of view, I'll be honest, it does take the edge off. The whole thing was, you might get caught by the old bill, like that time when I was fiddling with my winkle in them park bogs in LA. Oh, well, the food's all right up here, and the telly's great. You can get a cracking moussaka, almost as good as my mum's. Fresh too. Nothing brought him. That's lovely. George, thank you. They've taken a license off him up there. Turn a different corner and he wouldn't have crashed in the snappy snaps, probably. Finally, it's none other. Who have we got there, Charlie? It's, oh my goodness, it's former freedom fighter and South African leader Nelson Mandela. Up here, he says, I'm still the daddy in heaven, just like I was when I was in the nick. Why? It's very simple. On the first day, you go up to the biggest cunts on the exercise yard and spark them in front of everyone. And the rest of my stretch was easy street. Simple. Follow old Nelson's advice and you'll be right as ninepence. Easiest bird you'll ever do. God bless, Nels. Great advice there. I think you'd agree. Thank you for allowing that to come. Honestly, with Brexit, them tariffs are going to go right up off there. Good Christ. Now, thanks for the text. Get ready now, because it is time once again for my much vaunted, patented fire speed reading. Come on, let's go. Who we got? Coming up. Who we got? Bring them up, Charlie. Oh, Peter in this. Congratulations, mate. Your third wife has just been born. That's lovely. Who's next? Who we got next coming up here? Oh, hello, Julie. Julie, bad luck, love. You should have done that prenup, because when he buggers off with your mate Sandra, he's got that eye on that NutriBullet and he'll take you to the courts for it. Yeah? Think on, love. Think on. Cut her off. And I feel bad about that one. Oh, hello, Dave. Dave. Honestly, this is right. Your partner will soon have a career next year as a registered midwife. Sadly, David, for you next year, you'll just be on a register. So sorry about that. I'm getting the word. Next. What we got now is Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne. Whatever you do. Oh, you bought a T-shirt. Good girl. Can I just say that those are available from podcast merch. You're a lovely lady. But whatever you do, my love, avoid Luton Town Centre this weekend, from what I've heard. Nothing specific. It's just a shithole. Ever been? You don't want to go again. Cut her off. What have we got now? Who have we got coming up for speed reading? Let's go, Charlie. Who's? Oh, Derek! Derek, don't renew your fire insurance for the next 4 years, right? That's what I'm talking about. Who have we got speed reading? Let's go, Charlie. Who's? Oh, Derek! Derek. A terrible echo coming through. All I'm saying is, promise me you will renew it the year after and your life insurance, and get your fares in order. Make a will. All right. So well, that was going very well before there was an echo at the end. And he didn't seem to be laughing so much at that. Terrible, isn't it? Have we got any more there, Charlie? Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, I don't have a heart attack! Bloody hell, that gave him the fright. What you got there? What are you drinking? A bottle of soy sauce? What is it?
Brown sauce. Barbecue.
What? Fantastic. What's it taste like?
Shit.
Okay, Michael, can I just say, next year, this is true, you will find yourself at an amazing party in Beverly Hills drinking the Tennessee barbecue sauce, where you will speak to this is what Spirit's telling me, you will speak to the girl of your dreams, only for her to tell you she's a lesbian. No offense, I'm afraid she is lying. I'll leave it there. She doesn't need anything, but she finds the thought of sleeping with you physically repulsive. So thanks so much, and keep dancing. That took me by surprise. Who drinks that? I don't know. Thank you, everyone. I hope that was useful. Spirit coming through there. Now, we're going to do something now that's very, very special that we always attempt to do, which, unsurprisingly, is very, very difficult and exhausting for a single mortal man like me to do. I now invite you all out there to put your hands to your temples, right, as we attempt to contact heaven once again. Charlie, can you get the disciples up on screen, please? Get your hands to your heads, guys. Can we get them? Oh, that's it, guys. Yeah, that's it. We're going to contact, we're trying to contact the heavens. Cheer up, you bastards and all. Look, hands to the heads. Okay, that's it. Coming through now. That's it. Come on, concentrate. Want to get to the heavens. Coming through as we go. Yeah, I'm delighted to say we are joined this week by a top pop star. He's from Dead or Alive, though he's definitely dead. It's none other than Pete Burns. Hiya! Pete, you all right? That's right. Pete, you will recall in 2020, I was totally taken over by the ghost of Perry Como. And do you remember? Yeah. And in 2012, I was entered by you just 2 short years before you died. Do you remember that? And, Pete's giving me a bit of lip. It's just dropped off in his hand at the bottom bit. What's that, Pete? He said, no, he says it's wonderful up there. No one judges how you look. Oh, Jesus, that's a fucking bonus. And he says the music's going really well. He's just released a single. Oh, yeah, Pete, what is it? What's the single? Oh, it's You Spin Me Round. There's a fucking surprise. And I tell you what, it's not the first time you've been spun around in heaven, is it, Pete? Don't cancel me. That's a sort of crude joke. It don't matter. And what is this? No, he says, no, it's a heavenly mix. A heavenly mix of that same song. And let me hear it. Yeah, it's quite familiar, isn't it? Yeah, it does sound. That's a bloody 16 remixes of that thing. He's had more releases than our Charlie tonight. Now, what's that, Pete? He says he wants to do a collaboration with Sheila Ferguson. Yeah, when she dies from the 3 degrees. What are you going to call yourselves? 3rd Degree Burns. That's nice, ingenious. What do you like? What's that? Yeah, this is nice. As Pete said, he's finally come to the end of his surgery. Let's have a look. What do you look like now? Pete, that's nice. Beautiful. That's what he was going for all the time. Oh, he's fading now. Cheers, Pete. Fading now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to what I call the middle point of the show. It's not for those clock watchers. It's not the middle point, but for the purposes of this that we've rehearsed, it is. Just time for you now to stick on the kettle and find the Eventbrite email to try to get your money back as I tell you what we've got coming up. Charlie, put it up on the screen. Of course, there's an exclusive interview with WWE superstar William Regal, plus Ramon. Plus, I will be revealing to one of you the woman you thought was your lovable nan is, in fact, an aggressive, foul-mouthed racist kicking off on the other side. Who could it be? Could it be your gang is citing into in Dead Racist Relative Revealed? We'll have ghost videos, Uri Geller, live Q&A, the lot. But please don't forget to tweet using the hashtag Clinton Baptiste, all one word, and also click on the link that Charlie is putting up, and then we can speak. Do you understand? But first of all, let's have another. I want to go now to another live reading. Who have we got there? Have we got a couple? Charlie, what have we got? We've got oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's bloody nice, isn't it? God, who is that for? Hello, what's your name? What's your name, please? Hells and Spoon.
Yeah, Helen and Joey.
Helen and Joey. I think Spoon is slightly more. That's right. Listen, how long have you two been together?
Oh, about 11 years.
11 years. And mostly you've been quite happy, haven't you?
Yes, always.
Yeah.
Just lately you've been sort of thinking, haven't you? Sort of mulling things over. Am I correct?
Yeah.
You've got needs, haven't you, Spoon? You've got desires.
Mhm.
And you're not prepared to fulfill them. Am I correct, love? That's it. I don't know what that means. It looked vulgar, but it don't matter. The point is, I've got someone here. It's a man or a woman. Is that ringing any bells, Spoon? It's an old aunt. It's an old aunt of yours, and she's saying she's been watching, and she's saying, this is lovely. This she's very, very percent. She says, Hells has never been good enough for you. She said she never makes a cup of tea. She's not being rude, but she says, why, oh why are you still with her? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only telling you what she's telling me. And she said, yeah, that's right. She said, she's not being funny, but she does wonder at one stage there was something missing from her jewelry box. What are you going to say, Alan? You didn't nick anything, did you?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that. She says she's got no proof. She is dead, but she's definitely cheating on you. Spoon, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Good luck. Happy Valentine's. That's it, lovely.
Thanks,
thank you so much. Nice to be of service. Cut them off, please. And spirit can be very cruel. And I think that we all, at that point, thought that maybe those two looked a little bit upset about that. And Spirit has sent me a sign from his celestial wings. And he's saying, yeah. What? Bastard. Yeah, sorry. Won't be that nasty again. I mean, can I just say the Spoons? Old aunt does feel better for getting that off her chest and wishes you two lovebirds all the luck in the world this Valentine. Lovely. And now moving on, drawing a discreet veil over the misery that inflicted on that wonderful couple who, after all, have paid to see the show, and I'm offering their money back. My favourite part of the show, Hells and Spoon, apologies for that, a chance to see the sorts of spirits you've been encountering. This is lovely, this. You're going to love this. At stately homes, graveyards, or for you lots, in your own little wattle and daub homes out there. Very spooky, this. I have asked for this during the week, and people were a little bit reticent, bringing up stuff for me. But I did get this. This is wonderful. Sent in by James Hartley. Some lovely Edwardian photographs. This is really something, this. Can you have it on screen, Charlie? I think it's his great-granddad, and he asked, what's my interpretation of this? He says, you really need to pull back to see the room, and there's something very alarming. So if we could just do that, I don't know what... Right. Okay. Can you take that off? Okay. Jesus Christ! Do not check these things, Charlie. Right. It's another one from Barry Keane, who said, "Can we have this, Barry? What this is? Oh, now this is curious. This is really spooky. This is a lady, and it might be one of his relatives who looks like a little bit like Monty Python's Terry Jones. But can we just see what horrors unfold if we just pull back a bit, because there is Jesus Christ, come on! Who sent that in? Christ's sake, Charlie! Right. Anyway, we have people all over the world getting in touch. This is Mary Leclerc. It's her great uncle Pierre, who was known as a bit of a wrong un. Can we see him there? And he does look like he's seen a ghost or something. What happens if you pull away? And cut that off, please. Right. And finally, Jesus Christ. Finally, this is one from Simon, and he says, look, get this on the screen. He says, this is my great uncle smacking his aunt on the arse. If we could see that, that's lovely. And I think they're still alive. So hello, Mary, if you're out there. Lovely. Thanks for the cottage pie last time I was around. Lovely. I think we better get to some speed reads now, Charlie. That was lovely. Let's get back to the favourite part of the show. Keep them coming. Come on. Dave. Hey, Dave, how are you? Your childhood dog, Benson, says you were a bit of a tease. Thank you, Benson. He says he does remember you popping your finger up his bum for a bet with your mates. He says, never do it again. And actually, it was disgusting. Next, we've got, who have we got next, please, Charlie? Oh, that's right, that couple. And now, Jonathan, I've got an old aunt of yours. She says you'll have to stop snacking in front of the snooker every night. Stop buying Whispers in bulk from Costco. Just don't have them in the house. You will eat them. You know that. Right, thank you. Next. Who have we got now? Tabitha, is it? Oh, it's Dave. Dave. This is lovely. Dave, your best friend Becky says you have got diabetes. So tough cheddar there, old son. And next coming up, the spirits are telling me. Oh, hello!
Hello.
Hello. Is it Sarah? Is it Sarah?
Selena.
What?
Selena.
Selena. Yeah. Sheena. Yeah. What's your name, love?
Selena.
Selena. You keep saying that. Yeah, Selena. And your dad says, for fuck's sake, change your internet supply. Get her off. That's terrible. Finally, we've got, who else have we got in there? Anyone else in the room there, Charlie? Can come through. Tez! Tez! That's right. I'm getting a terrible echo here, Tez. Your granddad has been in touch to say he's been haunting your basement and he suspects you may have a problem with subsidence. There is some mold appearing around the skirt and he's not nagging, but you might need to strip that right back and inject a new damp course. It could be damp, but it could be knotweed. He says, whatever you do, get a couple of quotes. He says, don't go for the first cowboy and knocks on the door. Because remember the trouble you had with that lead flashing on your roof? Yeah, that's right. And he says, it is he said, that up there is a money pit. All right. He says, don't forget, he's looking down on you. Right. And he says, I can see it, that roof. He says, every time I look at that roof, he says, get the bloke who did Emma's roof 3 doors up. He says, that's a lovely job. He says, your nan says hi. Thank you. And get an ointment. Finally, we've got anyone else there? Charlie can put through. Hey, Neville! Neville! Oh, my goodness. Oh, we got there. Oh, that's lovely. Just move over there. That's it. You, Neville. Yeah, you there with the T-shirt. Hey, waving on the set. How are you doing? I've just got to say that your lovely ex-wife says she's sorry to see you haven't got another woman to fill the gaping hole in your life. Says maybe consider gaying it up a bit with another bloke. It will broaden your options. It's not ideal, but she can't bear to see you lonely. You never know. You might like it. Cheers, Nev. Lots of love to you both. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Once again, I sort of feel a bit guilty about that last one. I don't know what it is. And Spirit has now sent another message saying, don't do that again. Don't shoot them. I'm only telling you what the spirits are telling me, aren't I? I can't help it. If spirits pass something on and I go to people and they look like I don't know, just thrown a cat in front of a cat, I can't help that. And quite honestly, spirits tell me to do that, I'll fucking do it. Live now to the big tote in the sky. Yes, it was very, very popular last time. I feel a bit funny because was that his son there? It was, wasn't it? Sorry about that, Neville. It's just the way that spirits do it. Don't matter. Get on with it. Live to the big tote in the sky now as we go to Shergar. We got Shergar there. It's for our sporting predictions with the GGs. Here, oh, look at old Shergar. Isn't he lovely? Look at him smiling there. This was taken on a holiday in Cornwall before that nasty business with the IRA. Look at that. He's got a lovely, quite a lovely smile there, but quite determined politically. And I'll tell you why. He was, for any younger viewers, like Neville's son there, if he hasn't turned off, he was the champion thoroughbred who was kidnapped by the IRA in 1983. Now, got to explain, due to Stockholm Syndrome, Shergar is well on board with the Republican movement now and has a thing or two to say about the Kurds. Shergar! Are you there? the equine Bob Geldof, this fella. He's a real campaigner. Oh, he says the IRA did nick him. They wanted £2 million ransom, and Mrs. Thatcher got involved and said they shouldn't negotiate with terrorists, so they shot him. He said he don't blame him. The IRA, he said, after all, they're only fighting for the freedom that any man would want for their country. He's now on the side of the underdogs. He says, good luck to the liberators of Kurdistan. He says, all the best to the Scottish for Indie Rep 2. And to be fair, he draws a line at the Welsh independence because he says it's more or less England over there anyway, isn't it? Thank you, Shergar. Thank you, my son. God bless. Let's get to the racing tips. Here we go. Come on, let's have the racing tips up there, please. Midday at Sandown, 3-2 on favourites. We got Alan Ball's Portuguese timeshare. 2 p.m. Aintree, 5-1 outsider. Retinal hemorrhage. Shergar saying expect rapid movement on Pyrenean Party at the 4:20 at Goodwood. And finally, 3 p.m. Ascot, lump on Intergalactic Borsan. As it's good as guaranteed. Final word from Shergar. What's he saying? He says, give Ireland back to the Irish. I don't know which race that's. Oh, sorry. It's not a horse. It's a political demand. Okay. Well, we'll leave it there, shall we, for now? That was the race with heaven's foremost equine political agitator, Shergar. Don't forget to tweet with that hashtag Clinton Baptiste. For all I know, it's going mad out there. I don't know. I'm in my bunker here. My converted garage. Get your questions ready for the Q&A because we can come to that shortly. Time now for another reading. Let's go. Charlie, can we have another caller, please? Who have we got here? Oh, hello, my love. You came through last time, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Nina Lee, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, darling. Now, look, we're going to go with the cards for the top Trump tarot reading, Great British Bell Ends.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got here, who have we got here? Let's have a little look. Who have we got? Oh, it's just at random. That's right. It's everybody's favorite petrol head, Jeremy Clarkson. Now, see if this rings a bell. I just want to know this. Have you ever, I don't know whether this rings any bells with you. Have you ever punched someone in the face for failing to bring you dinner? Is that something you might do that might be in common with him? Do you, I don't know, do you surround yourself? Yeah, that's it, still speaking. Do you surround yourself with short or nerdy people to make yourself feel better? Would you say that, Nina?
Definitely.
Very much. I think we can all agree Nina's very attractive. And I was taken to her last week. I'm taken away from her during the week by the council. Nina, thank you, my love. Got anything special planned?
No, not really. Shoveling snow.
Correct answer. Correct answer. But you'll have to do that from inside or someone will phone the police. Thank you, my darling. Can I just say this? Can you have her back on? She hasn't gone, is she? That's right. Nina, sorry, my love. We're going to do a rather special live reading for you now, my love.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm picking up, see if this rings a bell.
Mm.
Spirit, what dost thou sayeth? Spirit, what dost thou sayeth it unto Nina that we must impart to her? Spirit, be kind.
Come through.
Come through. Thank you.
Come through.
All right, okay. And I'm picking up, see if this rings a bell, Nina. It's a great aunt on your dad's side. You never met her. She says you never met her. Florrie. Does that ring any bells? Florrie. She was a great aunt, and she says she's a lot like your gran. How was your gran? Was she lovely, your gran?
Oh, super.
How was she? I mean, she sounds lovely. She's a lovely lady, and that's what I'm getting. How was she with multicultural Britain?
Oh, no.
No. Did she like food from other countries? Was she open-minded? Quite blink. I mean, when she went to the supermarket, did she go in that aisle with all the rice and all that poppadoms? Did she avoid that, the noodles and that? Did she ever buy like the peppers and garlic, or just stick with the peas that time?
Oh, frozen, definitely. Yeah.
Frozen.
Yeah. Tinned, frozen.
Tinned and frozen. Would you describe? From what you described, she sounds like a lovely lady. Well, I said today, this is lovely. This I would reveal that one of you viewers watching has a racist relative. I'm delighted to say it's you. Yeah, it's your dead racist relative. It's you, Nina. I asked Charlie to get me a party popper, and he got me that thing. It's bust a hole in the roof.
I've won first prize.
I mean, this is what goes on when he's doing the show up there. Christ, no, don't matter. Anyway, so it's you. A round of applause, everyone. Come on, put your hands together. And you, Charlie, both hands, for Sarah's foul-mouthed, racist relative. Just because she's up there now, Florrie, and she's saying, yeah, she's in trouble already. She's on a warning for shouting at a mixed-race cherub. And she says she's got what she wants one of them realignment courses. She's saying, she said, oh, it's all gone downhill here. She says, some of them lot are coming. They don't want to integrate with the other people. She says, she said, if you come to our heaven, it's your obligation to sort of fit in. Kind of. That's the problem. But she does. Can you just say, Florrie, we don't need you, you evil witch.
Get her off.
Get her off. And I tell you what, this is nice though. She said, it's lovely to see Captain Sir Tom Moore up there. She said, some of the old dead birds up there are like flies around shit.
Oh, I bet, yeah. They've never seen so much
Tom
Zimmer frame action up.
He can't beat him off with that old shitty stick of his that he went, he's knee deep in dead family up there. Well done, son. Anyway, racist ghosts. Right, sorry, I keep interrupting. Anything else, Nina? Thank you for joining in again this week.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Anytime.
Well, you say
I've got
anytime.
that EV box I'm going to send you the recording of.
Oh, yes. Now, what was that? You've got some extra what? What is it?
It's an EV box, Clinton.
An EV box. And just for the people at home, can you explain what EV is, please?
It's going to pick up the any sounds from any paranormal activity, any spirits out there. It will pick it up.
Any spirit.
Special waves, special frequencies.
Special frequency. All right. And that, well, hopefully we'll have that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
My love.
All sorts you're going to hear on that.
Nina, thank you for joining us. I hope that wasn't too upsetting. Your grand sounds lovely, but this Aunt Florrie.
Yeah.
She sounds horrible, my love.
Oh, well, I hope they're giving her a hard time.
They are.
Whopping her round the head with that lovely Zimmer frame.
Yeah. Nina, I'm going to say goodbye now, my darling. Lots of love to you. Fading now, my darling.
Spirit's fading now.
Fading now. She was something else, wasn't she? My mystical balls are, well, they're heating up because spirit is very, very present. Are you enjoying yourselves, everyone? Coming up, can you play the VT? Coming up, we've now got, hold on, no, just a minute. We've got an interview with none other now than, yes, for all you wrestling fans who've been hanging around way after your bedtime, I'd imagine you lot, in your Jimmy Jams, this is something else. This is an interview with, what's going on there? I can hear someone. With none other than wrestling superstar William Regal. Roll VT. Well, what a show this is turning into. And I'm picking up, anyone out there, don't know whether you're picking up the same thing. Amazing. This is my psychic balls. What am I getting here from? They're trying to tell me something, me balls. And they're saying we've got a real treat. One of my balls is just fallen out its sack and rolled under the... Oh, the cat's sniffing it. Don't matter. What the balls were telling me is that we have, and thank you to all the people who are joining us for this very reason, we've got a real treat for you now. Just to explain, I grew up in the northwest of England. I spent a lot of time playing my craft as a young clairvoyant medium in Blackpool, as a sort of spiritual lifestyle coach, whether it was offering a young person a joyful beginning in life or occasionally offering an old man, yes, a happy finish. But at that time, I used to knock around Blackpool, Pleasure Beach, the Pier, etc., with this fella, my next guest, and we are honoured, and we were love rivals for a while, honoured to have him here, though. A little bit of antagonism with us over the years, but not anymore. Variously known as King Regal, Lord Stephen Regal, Sir William Regal, Hellraiser, And Darren is currently signed to WWE, where he's general manager of NXT and 205 Live brands. Behind the scenes, he's also WWE's director of talent development and head of global recruiting. No one likes a smart ass. But live from the USA, yes, that's right. It's William Regal, the wrestler.
Hello, Clinton.
Hello.
That was a wonderful build. Hell of a mouthful, that wasn't it?
It was a hell of a
Used to that,
mouthful,
aren't you?
which is, how you've got the gig out there in the States, from what I understand. Now,
Yes,
how
yes.
are you? Where are you?
Well, as you say, I'm at my lovely place here in Atlanta, and the sun's shining outside. How are you, by the way?
Not bad. It does look.
Still doing all that stuff you're doing.
Yeah. Well, it's sacred reading. It's spiritual. When you say lovely place, I can say it does look.
This is
palatial.
yes.
Yeah, nice. Done very well. I mean, it's great where you are. It's not quite Bolton. We've got a Chiquitos in Bolton. It's a Mexican place. I don't really quite have that. We got that in our retail partner.
Can I ask you, because it's been 30 years since me and you have seen each other, and
yeah,
do you still see that? Who was that Scots fella you used to knock around with for a while, and he got what was his name?
Ramon.
He was the one. Remember when we were in the Galleon Club and you said his mother had that many illegitimate children? She'd had to have a pelvic floor laminated.
Yeah, he's.
And he got, remember that club, the Crystal Tips Club, where all the the showbiz wallers used to go that like to do a bit of that, and he got caught that night, and the police raided it, and he was bent over a stool with a cranky at either end of him and a big spoodle on his back. And a face full of wee Jimmy's like Jack and Danny drippings. Remember that?
I do remember. If I want to be reminded of that.
What happened to Annette, by the way?
Annette?
Yes.
Frankie. Well, she's running the SDP now in Scotland. Annette. Anyway, William, it's lovely to speak to you.
Yes.
And hold on, we got Ramon. You saying Ramon's here, Charlie? Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
We were just talking about you, Ramon.
We were just talking about you.
I don't know if you remember me.
I got a very positive vibe. It just felt Regal, I'm so honoured. Gabriel Waters, Crystal Waters, and Roger Waters to you. I'm very honoured. And hello, Atlanta. Oh man, it's like the Eurovision Song Contest. I feel absolutely I'm a bit past it. Oh, it's mental. Okay. I'm absolutely uptight.
I've heard you doing very well for yourself. A lot better than Clinton. Is that correct?
I think it's all about honesty and accuracy and purity. And I think you've got to get it right.
Darren, I've got someone. It don't matter if I call you Darren, do you? It's
Absolutely.
how I know.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, Darren, William.
I've got someone here. He's a big fella. It's Shirley Crabtree. It's Big Daddy.
Oh, right.
And he's doing a Big Daddy splash. Yeah, that type 2 diabetes can do that. And he's with someone, and I'm just, I don't know whether you'll know this fella. You'll know him as this. One Luke McMasters, Martin Ruane.
John Haystacks.
Right, okay. Yeah, John Haystacks.
Yeah, I know them. I know them both very, very well.
Oh, he's
World of Sport. We're getting the world. Dickie Davis. Dickie Davis is saying hi for the other side. Hello. Darren King Regal. Keep up the good work. Get back in the ring and start doing some bouncing off the ropes.
I'm getting Kendo Nagasaki. Kendo Nagasaki here. He's not even dead.
No, he's not dead, Clinton.
Right, okay.
It's a shame, but he's not dead.
Right, I know, but he's passed it to me because he's a spiritual man. Don't matter. Now, look, what I'm getting from Big Daddy Shirley, and he's saying, and just to try it out here, Regal.
Do you mind?
William.
I'm not your dog, you know. William.
I'm going to say Regal. Regal's coming.
Get it right, Baptiste. Show some respect.
Thank you.
I've got someone here, and what they're telling me. All right, just doing a little bit of a reading. You're born in Lancashire,
No.
William.
No, that's Staffordshire. Actually, I moved to Blackpool when I was 16.
Yeah, as I said, but you do Spirit says you do like Lancashire. It's sort
Oh, I
of
love it.
spirit-
I love
love it.
that.
Love it.
Yes.
Love,
I love
love it.
Lancashire. Yes, yes.
That's really nice.
I consider it home away, you know, when I'm in England.
Exactly. I think that's what Spirit was saying. You've been very, very busy. I'm saying you've been married fairly recently to your wife.
Actually, I got married to my wife when I was 18 in 1986, November.
Yeah. Fine.
Right, but it might seem to you that time is
The
flying.
time has gone
It has
very,
flown.
very
It has
quickly.
flown. Yeah, very
Yes.
flown. But you're a busy fella, and I'm saying one child, one girl, or as a child.
Actually, I've got 3 boys.
Three
Yeah.
boys.
But by the way, one of them's at the very proud of him. He's at the biology department at Oxford University.
That's what I'm getting.
Yes, he's in a bottle. He's got 2 heads. Remember that one, Ramon? You used to tell.
I know.
That one.
Tell him to make a custom bomb and ram it up Baptiste Bahookie.
Right. Okay.
I'm
Nearly.
embarrassed for him. I'm just
Ramon,
embarrassed.
funny one.
Lord Regal, Darren.
You were always the funny one, Ramon. You were always.
Oh well, darling.
Yes.
You know, I change days to cleaning the bogs with
Yeah.
them.
Is this some sort of tag team challenge? I'm trying to give a bleeding reading.
Have you got anything else for me, or are you just going to keep just swaddling out?
Get rid of that face,
cobblers.
Ramon's
Sorry,
appalled.
just a second, Ramon. Load of old cobblers. That's a
Load
bit
of
rich
old
coming from
cobblers.
you.
You haven't got
Have you
one
seen-
thing right, lad.
Have you seen what you do for a living? You think this is cobblers? You're not.
You listen to me,
Oh,
you
yes.
phony old tosspot. I'm about the closest thing to the devil you're ever going to meet.
Oh,
And as
God.
soon as this virus is over, I'm going to jump on a plane and I'm going to fly over there.
Huh.
I'm going to find you. And I'll batter the spirits out of you for 2 weeks. And then I'll pull your giblets out and I'll stick them down your throat. Do you understand me?
I'm going to get hold of you in the ring. I'm going to bring them to the going blue. I'm going to get your wrestling pants and rip them right up. Both hands. That's what I'm going to do with you. Up yours. Cut him off. Cut him off. Cut him off. Cut him off. Get on to something else, Charlie. William Regal there from his plush place in Atlanta, Georgia. Very plush. See the fucking bog roll behind him in his storeroom there? Yeah, from the Grunton Grapple game. He claims he's a sportsman. Not really sport, is it? It's more a pantomime. Now, moving on. As I said at the start, I have been trying to support the one and only Uri Geller. Now, he is a proper legend on his tour this summer all around the country. Great friends we are, professional equals. We go way back and we had a wonderful conversation. Have a little look and listen to this.
Hello.
Hello, Uri. Is that Uri?
Uri? Yes, yes.
Hello, it's Clinton Baptiste here. How are you? Did you get my email about supporting you? Do you remember? I'm a clairvoyant medium psychic. Yes.
Oh, my secretary mentioned somebody who had gotten in touch.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I didn't get the time to reply to your email.
I don't know whether you remember, I came to your summer garden party and we did speak briefly about me supporting you, and I was really just emailing to remind you.
Do you have blondish white hair?
That's correct. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
You wear white, like a
white
overcoat.
Yeah,
that's black.
That's right. It's sort of my image, really.
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah.
That was a terrible day.
Sorry?
You ruined my barbecue. It was a private birthday party for my nephew.
Yeah, well...
It's awful.
That was a bit of exaggeration. I don't remember ruining it at all.
No, you did.
No,
I had friends of mine who came to the party. Judith Chalmers was there.
I remember.
You verbally assaulted her.
Oh no, come on.
You got so drunk. Actually, you tried to push her in the pool.
Oh, that's an exaggeration. I knocked against her. That was all. I knocked against her. I didn't try to push her in the pool.
You took the barbecue skewers and tried to bend them. They were a wedding present.
That was a joke. I was trying to do the bending.
They were a wedding present from Richard Helms. I was so offended. I remember this day. It was awful. You went into my bathroom and you broke so many things.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I was given a glove from Michael Jackson. Yes. I took the glove and it went down the toilet.
That was a genuine mistake.
Why did you let that happen?
Well, I tell you, if you cook the chicken a bit better, then I wouldn't have had to use the toilet quite so much. I was pink sausages, pink inside. Pink. If you're having a barbecue, you're supposed to cook things properly. It's not my fault. I had the runs. Yes, okay. So what? I use your toilet. If you have a party, you've got to expect a certain amount of people. Excuse me, I'm still speaking. If you have a party, and as you said, use the downstairs toilet, I did. I blocked it. All right. I attempted to unblock. All right, the toilet. Your downstairs toilet, right?
With Michael Jackson's glove that you brought. How dare you take that out of the cabinet?
I didn't know that was Michael Jackson's glove.
What did you think it was? A marigold?
I don't know what it was. I saw that. I saw a glove. I didn't know it was Michael Jackson's glove, did I? If I know it's Michael Jackson.
There's a plaque below the glove saying, for services to pop music, 250. It had Sony Music on it. It is hardly a toilet glove. It is hardly something you wash the dishes with.
Right, well, I didn't.
This is a work of art. Yeah. And you put it on your very stupid hand, and you thrust it down the U-bend to clean out your excrement feces.
Yeah. Okay.
How dare you?
You leave a glove in the toilet, you block it.
Do not try to defend your ridiculous efforts that you can...
Cook your chicken properly.
Do not know.
Cook your chicken properly. Cook your chicken properly.
Animal.
I've got Michael Jackson here. I've got Michael here, and he's saying he understands about the glove. And if you cook your chicken properly, you wouldn't have people going to your downstairs toilet, blocking the fucking U-bend with.
You are vile.
Yeah, well, Michael Jackson said,
and you're charlatan.
He's saying cook your chicken properly, and them sausages were undone as well. Yeah, that's right, Michael. The sausages and all, weren't they? Tell you something else. Michael's saying the amount of coleslaw that fucking Judith Chalmers had didn't leave anything for anyone. So what if she didn't block the U-bend and all? I'll tell you something else. I was knocking around with Shane Ritchie there, and behind your back he said you're a and all. Wonderful, my good friend and professional peer, Uri Geller there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're fast approaching what I call the climax of the show. And talking of which, wasn't that Nina Lee Coward's lovely? Do you see, Charlie was very smitten with her. Where you, Charlie? You asked for her email and everything. She didn't give it. Oh, he loved her so much. He had to get a new keyboard in the break there. Now, listen, Nina, you're welcome back anytime you like. I'm going to say something rude there. I won't say that. It was cheap and nasty. And there's been a lot of filth on this show tonight. What I want to do now is offer up a Q&A. If anyone wants to come through for a reading and for some Q&A, let's do it now. What have we got? I'll tell you what, is there any comments there? Oh, hello!
Right.
God, you look a very mystical type, don't you?
I am very mystical. I am mystical.
Mystical. What's your name, my child?
My name is Alex.
Lovely, Alex. And where do you hail from? Where you coming to me from?
I'm actually from Macclesfield, which I did listen to your Radio X interview about how it's like Glastonbury. You're quite right.
You know, anyone who's been up to Glastonbury, to Macclesfield, I see it very much as the Glastonbury of the Northwest, strewn with rubbish and full of fucking drug addicts. But the point is, Alex, old son, do you know a pub called the Pack Horse, the old Pack Horse up there?
I do. I know it very well.
Yeah, I know it very well. I did a gig up there, and the management has changed. I want to make this absolutely clear now, but they offered me £1,000, this is true, to do a quiz. I fulfilled my part of the obligation. I fulfilled the quiz. I also stood around and had my photo taken with a variety of friends of the landlord of the pub at the time. Not now. They've gone. Then I got a cab, which cost me quite a lot of money. Do you see where this is going, Alex? Can you see?
I can hazard a guess.
Sense it. You can almost sense. You have a gift. And I got into the cab and I went and I had a curry on my own. And then I checked into, a Travelodge. It was inexpensive, but nevertheless, it cost me money. And it cost me money to get up there on the train. Not once on my trip to the pub, the Pack Horse, and as I say, the management are totally different now. It's not the same people. Not once did I suspect that those fuckers wouldn't pay me. I want money for a keema naan, a fucking chicken tikka masala, and pilau rice, and I had a starter. I think I had a lamb tikka starter. I can't be sure about that. Nearly finished, Al. I spent a lot of money I also had to have a breakfast in the morning because, as you may know, that travel agent that doesn't provide a breakfast. So for those people who did run the pack horse and they're not there now, I want to make that absolutely clear. It's a fantastic boozer, apart from the thieving scum who were there before, who owe me £1,000. What are we going to do about it, Alex?
I think we need to put a bit of pack together, maybe get everyone that's in the call, and we'll go and sit outside the pub, do like a dirty protest, I reckon.
We could do that, but from what I remember at the time, they wouldn't notice a dirty protest from a fucking normal cleaning in the morning. Now, this is the thing, Alex. I want to make this absolutely clear, and so would the producers, 1129 Media, that at no point am I accusing the current landlord and landlady of the pack horse in Manchester and Macclesfield of anything but, a very moral take on, an ethical take on how to conduct their business in the pub trade. However, those fuckers owe me £1,000. I don't know where they are.
I'll find them.
We will find them. Thank you so much. One big one, 1,000, £1,000.
I'll do my best.
And I'll have the money for the curry as well. Nearly finished. And the next day, I think I had a bacon and egg bap, which I don't know, probably retails at what? What do you say, $2.50? I don't know.
Probably.
But I want that fucking money, and you know who you are.
With interest.
With interest. Alex, what can I do for you tonight?
To be honest, Clinton,
that cab wasn't cheap either. That was 17 quid back for a fucking hotel. Sorry.
Especially with these meters in Macclesfield, the Rife. I've got a bit of a problem, Clinton. My head teacher at school is convinced that our school, it's a special needs school, he's convinced that we're being haunted by a ghost. This is genuine. He's convinced that we've got a ghost on the site. And every time our caretaker locks up at about 6:30 p.m, he hears noises and voices. This is deadly serious as well. I was wondering, do you have any advice for us, Clinton? How can we suss out this voice, this celestial voice we keep hearing?
What is the voice saying? I mean, if it is, behind the staff room and it's just endlessly moaning as if it's in purgatory, but actually has a perfectly reasonable job with what I understand to be a salary and a pension scheme, whereas people like me are stuck in their converted garage doing readings, that sort of moaning might just be a member of staff who, frankly, don't even have to meet the kids at the moment. Is it moaning from a teacher? Hey?
We have kids in. It's like whispers. It sounds like whispers through the pipes and what have you, through the radiators. Strange doors banging. Very odd.
Doors banging. Well, what I can do, I can ask them to go away. This is true. I got to tell you something. Just talking to teachers. My wife is a teacher, and yes, I did say wife. And the other day, do you remember last time we did the John McCririck?
Yeah.
Thank you, and I appreciate you watching. Why you weren't revising for the kids, I don't know. I'm watching this shit. But anyway, I had delivered from DPD a John McCririck hat and sideburns. And I was in here in my converted garage preparing for the show, and my good lady wife had to come down from a Zoom meeting, which was a proper job, dealing with a classroom of 30 kids, hanging on her every word, interrupt it to take delivery of a John McCririck stalker hat and some fucking sideburns. And as she went back upstairs to rejoin her class, she angrily turned to me and described me as the opposite of a key worker. And quite honestly, she had a point. So I shuffled in here and gingerly took the, coincidentally, ginger sideburns out, stuck them on, and looked at myself long and hard in the mirror and wondered, would the spirit rejoin me for something proper, not just dressing up as John McCririck? How are you finding the lockdown with the kids? I mean, is it easy?
Well, do you know what? It's a mixture. We've still got children in because we're an alternative provision, so it's all kind of children that have been kind of previously excluded. So it's pretty much
well done.
Pretty much business as usual for us.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Christ. It's hard enough, isn't it? That'll all been a bit touched in the nut, isn't it? Jeez.
It's hard enough doing that, and then for them to leave and have fucking ghosts around.
That's all you need, isn't it? That's all you need, isn't it? Yeah. Well, good luck to you and the kids.
Thank you,
I'm
Clinton.
sure you're going to put them on the straight and narrow, although someone will tell me they don't have to be and they can all be whatever they like nowadays. Jesus Christ. You know, going around with guns or whatever they do, you know. Something. The world's gone mad, isn't it, Alex? Well, all right, son. Lovely to speak to you. In all seriousness, keep up the good work and thank you for joining in. And you look like the actor Ben Wilborn. Has anyone told you that?
I'm probably too young to know who that is. It's a. So that's
He's in that Ghosts thing that looks like a kids show, but apparently all the adults like. You know, Ghosts.
Give it a Google tonight.
That, yeah, it's times like this. I wish I hadn't pulled on that particular thread. You know what I'm talking about. But good luck, Alex, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank
Clinton.
you.
Pleasure.
Very nice. Look, I think we've got just about time for another Q&A. Has anyone got any burning questions? Yeah, let's have a look at that. I can just about see that. The best piss kick around. I live in an old rectory. Does Clinton think there are any spirits apart from Jack Daniels? Who's that? That's from Glenn. Maybe the Clinton think the spirits apart from Jack Daniels. Let me just see. Who's got an old rectory out there? Well, Charlie has. I mean, he's quite young, but the way that it feels like it should be 20, 30 years older than him. It doesn't really work. That was a sort of joke in there somewhere. Listen, anyone else want to come through? Is there anyone in the waiting room there, Charlie, wants to speak to me? I can do a little quick reading. Oh, hello. I tell you what. We've been very lucky with, you know, some of the ladies on time. What's your name, my darling? Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Christy, my love, I'm going to just go to the British Bellends now, and we're going to just do a little, because as I say, she's lovely. Where are you calling from? Are you in a fish tank or something? Why the green light? What's going on?
My flat's very dark. I don't know why.
Very, very dark.
My flat's just really dark. It's quite spooky.
Right, very, very, well, that's right. You come to the right place. Very, very spooky. Let's just go to the cards. I go to the cards, British Bellends, and pull in at random Toby Young. One of this country's biggest Bellends, Toby Young there. Now, listen, Toby, would you say that at all, Christy, like Toby, you're an expert on the pandemic?
Not really.
Well, that's just like him, although it doesn't stop the.
No, it doesn't stop him doing it, does it? No, it doesn't stop
Would
him.
you describe yourself as an enfant terrible or a pity bold git?
I'd describe him as a pissy old git.
You're nothing like him, my darling. Sometimes the cards can do that. They don't reveal what you expect them to reveal. What are you doing tomorrow? Are you doing anything much tomorrow, my love?
For tomorrow? No, I thought you were going to ask about Valentine's Day. I wanted to ask you a question.
I did just say I was married. I don't know whether you missed that earlier.
No,
what are you doing on Valentine's? Look, all right,
I was wanting to ask you.
Yeah, please.
Are the spirits giving you any advice for anything romantic for Valentine's Day?
Are the spirits giving any advice for romantic for Valentine's?
What would be the best romantic thing to do for Valentine's Day?
Well, what I'm doing now for a kickoff. Hold on! Don't do that! Don't do that! That would be awful. That would be things. What am I? What? No, yeah, something romantic. Well, you're not allowed out. If you do go out, someone will phone the police. So please do not do that. Snuggle up with your significant other. Is he there? Can I see him?
He's around. He's just got out the shower, so it's a little bit like your situation earlier on.
Show him! Come on, everyone! Show him! Show him! Show him! All right, okay. Well, what I would suggest is, my love, that you snuggle up because you're not allowed out. Get a nice meal deal. M&S do a nice thing. They do that nice poached salmon thing, like a terrine. It's a terrine they do. Get some pink wine. Get nice and cuddly. Yeah, and nice and because it's cold out there. What can you do? You can't go out. So snuggle up, my darling. Maybe get that light even lower. You know, get it nice and low. Hey,
that's a bit darker.
That's it. That's lovely. But snuggle down and just love one another. And you know, that's all we can do. Hold each other, and we come to the moral of this evening's show. Hold each other tight. be with each other, kiss each other all over. Talking of which, Nina, please leave your email. And Christy, my love, thank you so much. I think we've probably gone way over time, but I want to thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, my darling. Good luck to you. He's had his shower. Lovely. Lots of love. Well, goodness me, we've had a lovely time, haven't we? Yes, we have. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Please do not forget, hashtag Clinton Baptiste. We're going to put a link up, I think, for the next show. It's going to be in 2 weeks' time. We're going to have all sorts of wonderful stuff. We will be doing the GGs. We will have interviews with people from beyond the celestial realm. And please do not forget, we really do want some of your lovely videos. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see some more Clinton Baptiste, so please go to patreon.com/Clinton Baptiste. Click on the link for the show in 2 weeks' time. Be nice to each other. God bless, my darling. Spirit's fading now. And if you know anyone who was at the pack horse who owes me £1,000, please put them in touch with me. Thank you. Goodbye. Fading now. Fading now.